Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy WTFmikxy here, and today we're going to be going over the two brand new resonators that have been leaked to us by Wuthering Waves. Now, I do believe these are going to be the 1.3 resonators, but so far we have one 4-star and one 5-star. And the way you can tell is actually through the stars right here. Obviously, if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, it has 4 diamonds for a 4-star. And then right here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a 5-star. Now, let me start off by saying that the Shorekeeper looks absolutely amazing. The design is actually what we have been looking for when it comes to these resonators. And don't hate me for this, but I personally think over the 1.2 resonators, the Shorekeeper actually blows it out of the park. Now, this is just me just spitballing here, but she definitely looks like a support or maybe a hybrid type resonator. I think her design's really cool. She's holding up a butterfly, so we expect to see some type of magical power, I would assume. And if we take a closer look at the Shorekeeper, another cool detail that I noticed is that the tacit mark is actually engraved into her chest. It doesn't look like that she has a tacit mark around her body anywhere, where it's like tatted, you know, like the black mark, but it has like this blue diamondish mark, which is actually very cool that we are seeing different designs towards the tacit mark itself. The Shorekeeper is definitely keeping up to pace. Now, going back to the Shorekeeper symbol over here, I do really feel like we're going to be getting more of the main story, and we're going to be finding out more about Rover, and we're going to progress further into the story. So for those of you who love lore, we're going to be getting more and more when it comes to 1.3. Now, with that said, it almost feels as if 1.2 is going to be our filler patch. A little bit of a break because it does feel like the Shorekeeper is going to be more of an important character. But don't get me wrong, these are just estimated guesses and I do not know anything for sure. If you see what I did there, Shorekeeper. Now, going into more about Wuthering Waves and what they tweeted over here, they posted post-laminate Anthropocene stars intertwined. The Shorekeeper, this name suits me well enough, it aligns with my purpose and drive, they only exist because of you. That's a quote that the Shorekeeper has gave us. Now, in the Shorekeeper's archive, it states here, the Shorekeeper of the Black Shores, a mysterious divine being governing the essence of aloofness, emerges in response to your summon. Having spent eons in guardianship, the first stirrings of emotion and desire awaken within our heart, fostering a firm determination to connect with the world and with you. Now, this doesn't really tell us much about what her character can do, but it's good to see some insight on what we have in store for us. It's also important to note that she's a part of the Black Shores, which means we are going to be getting a big new update when it comes time for 1.3. Maybe a new city or a new location that we are going to be adventuring out to, which, as you know, we are probably going to get a new region and a new area, which is all exciting news. All I'm going to say is that Wuthering Waves resonator designs are actually becoming really good and definitely separating themselves as a gacha game. Like, when you look at some of these resonators, you're like, oh, okay, that's a Wuthering Waves character. Like, it doesn't feel generic, it's definitely unique, and I think her design is amazing. It does really feel like compared to 1.2, and don't hate me for this, but it feels like they definitely stepped up the design here as well. So that's why I'm thinking that 1.2 is just a filler patch. And now I am definitely skipping the 1.2 resonators and saving up for the Shorekeeper. Now, as far as the Shorekeeper's element goes, she definitely looks like she's supposed to be Glacial, considering the fact that she's all blue. And once again, if we take a look at all the Glacial resonators that we have to date, our only 5-star is a standard banner Glacial Ling Yang. So this is important to note. So I really do feel like she's going to be a Glacial type 5-star resonator, which I am very excited for. I do think she might be hybrid, but we might be seeing another 5-star support coming soon, and that's what she might be as well. But the butterflies kind of do give me a peaceful vibe, so I'm assuming she's going to be a healer, but this is also just my prediction. Now, like I said, the blue and white vibe is definitely giving me that frost glacial type feel. And I do feel like she's going to be a support resonator, because as of right now, our only best major support is Verena. So if we get another new major support, this could be huge. Now, as for the other resonator that was leaked to us, it's going to be a 4-star resonator by the name of Yuahua. And if I'm butchering these names, please help me pronounce them in the comment section down below, because it will help me out a lot, because I hate butchering these names. But when it comes to these names, I'm actually very bad at pronouncing them. It looks like Yuahua is from Huang Long, which of course is where all of our main resonators that we have gotten up to now are from. And again, I do feel like this is a step up on improvement as far as design goes. She definitely looks more lively and has her own character look. Now, she is rocking the blue and white aesthetic as well, so it does look like we are going to be getting another Glacial character, but I could be wrong. But it feels that way because of this star symbol right here. Now, I know I've been saying it, but I really do feel like these two resonators are a step up from 1.2. And like I said before, this is just my opinion, but I do really feel like the 1.3 resonators definitely look like a step up from 1.2. Now, let's read our archive. Post-limited Anthropocene stars intertwined. Here you go, a special edition of my poetry collection, hand-signed by Moy. You are welcome, Yuahua. As for our archive, Yuahua is a natural expert in identifying antiques, is a capable speaker with distinctive tastes. When dealing with treasures and antiques, this jubilant dynamo settles into a calm perception, tracing their distant past through their wrinkles and textures. Very, very cool stuff. But I do feel like she's gonna be Glacio as well. I'm being thrown off by the blue and white resonator looks, but it really does feel like Glacio. And I don't feel like we're going to be getting any DPS resonators. Also, if we think about the resonators we got in the past, we got Jiyan, who is a DPS. We got Yinlin, who is a hybrid. Jinshi, who is a DPS as well. So I do feel like between 1.2 and 1.3, we're going to be getting some support resonators, and we're going to be getting better healers and healers besides Verena. So for those of you who are like me and did not use your 5-star selector on Verena, you can finally probably get a support resonator or start grinding for one. Really sounds like a debuffer type resonator, but I could be wrong. And we do need to take into consideration that between 1.2 and 1.3, we should be seeing a spike up in support resonators, because as of right now, all we got is Baija and Verena as far as healers go. But between the two resonators that we are talking about at 1.3, it does feel like we're going to be getting one of these as a support resonator, as a new healer, because all we have is Verena and Baija, as I just stated. And like I said, the blue and white does throw me off, so maybe a Glacio 4-star support character of some sort, but I could be wrong. The colors could just be throwing us off, and we could be actually be getting something completely different. Yo, dude, the animations on these things look absolutely amazing. Yeah, she looks really cool, man. Yo, she's a must pull. I'm telling you, she's a must pull. Yeah, no. I'm definitely pulling for her. She's freaking gonna be cracked. I know she's gonna be cracked. She's gonna be one of the... I'm calling it right now. This is going to be one of the best resonators today. I am calling it right now. But in all seriousness, her design looks absolutely amazing. Honestly, I cannot wait until she gets released. It's going to be very exciting. And I really do love the butterfly theme. It's really selling me at this point. And I feel like the Black Shore update is going to be a really big update. I'm going to be real with you. I'm sorry to the 1.2 resonators. I'm definitely skipping because the Shorekeeper is getting all my pulls 100%. Without a doubt in my mind. Now that I know that Camellia isn't coming out at 1.2, 1.3, I'm just gonna get the Shorekeeper, and I'm gonna save up for a weapon as well, so it's time to get grinding. Ooh, these animations are so sick. Yes, sir. Yo, the sound effects are kind of crazy. But anyways, yeah, no, these animations look absolutely amazing. I'm not quite sure what that beginning was. I want to see the beginning again. A roulette of some sort? Okay. Yo, look at her hand. Her hand is like iced out. Yo, she's definitely gonna be Glacio. Like, come on. Like, her hand, it's freezing. It's like frozen. Her hand's blue. Dude, like, there's no way that she's not Glacio. Like, I'm telling you, she's gonna be Glacio. For sure. She's definitely gonna be Glacio. Man, I do really hope she's a support resonator, man. I really hope. I just want to complete my team of Jinshi and Yinlin, and I'll take the Shorekeeper as my third. I really hope she's support. Please, please, Wuthering Waves make her support. I will be so happy. I will definitely get her. She's gonna take all my pulls. But this tacit mark, yo, this tacit mark is crazy, man. Like, it's like a gem of some sort. However, I am not gonna lie to you guys. I do, however, wonder about our other resonators like Camellia here, for example, that we have been leaked and seen in the stories, and we have not heard about any type of pull information or see if they're gonna be a gacha character. Like, I really hope Camellia is playable, man. If she ends up being a boss and we can't play her, I'm gonna be really, really sad because she's mysterious. I do really want to play her, and she's been my #1 most anticipated resonator in this game. But with that said, we haven't heard much about Scar, Camellia. There was another dude, it was the general dude that was fighting Jiyan. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but there was a whole bunch of other resonators that were introduced to us that we have yet to see anything about them. And I'm sure I'm not the only person who's been waiting on them to get released to see if we can pull for them. So I'm kind of wondering if Wuthering Waves has something in store for us. Maybe, and just maybe, they are saving those anticipated resonators for big updates like chapter 2 or chapter 3 or so on. And if they are, then maybe that's the correct play to do, because I know for sure there's a lot of other gamers out there, me included, that are really dying to see these characters on a banner. It's actually killing me. But that is fine because we have been getting treated well by Wuthering Waves and Kuro Games as a whole. So let's just let them cook and see what they have in store for us, because they are definitely cooking on the character designs thus far. Now, I don't hate Gigi's design. I actually like it, but I just don't think it's up to par with the Shorekeeper and the other released gacha characters and the main characters and resonators of Wuthering Waves. For example, I don't think she's up to par with Changli, Yinlin, Jinshi, Jayan. I just don't think Gigi is just up there. She does fall a little bit behind, but she's almost there. But the character and art design of resonators like the Shorekeeper are definitely up to par with what we have been looking for when it came to the strong start of the character design within Wuthering Waves. But of course, like I've been saying throughout this video, these are just my opinions. Now, with that said, if you are new, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can find your way back to my channel. And if you are looking for a gacha community, I'm not saying mine is the best or anything like that, but you can join my Discord community in the comment section down below, where you can find fellow anime and gacha game enjoyers alike. That's it for now, guys. Peace.